Ooh, this glare is crazy. What's good, good people? It's Master Kayla here, and I just wanted to do a quick update because it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I just wanted to kind of give people a recap of kind of what I'm doing now, and just an update, just in general, kind of where the content's going to be going from here on out. Because I've been kind of all over the place. If you take a look at my videos, they've been in a variety of locations or a variety of topics. So I wanted to streamline that, and I wanted this video to kind of serve as the inflection point of kind of where I'll be going from here on out, just so y'all don't think that I fell off the edge of the world. What I was doing before, you've probably seen this video. It's actually it's one of my most popular videos. Surprisingly, it was my job as a private jet charter broker. So that was about a year, and it's been about just over a year since I left that role. Check out the video on my page. And I was just really, really thankful and amazed with all of the feedback that I got from putting that video together, because, to me, it was just kind of what I was doing on a daily basis. But so many people were interested in the mechanics of, I guess, how that industry worked, because it is pretty interesting. It's a lot of behind the scenes things. And some people were interested in how to get into the industry, what was important in, getting the clientele. And I gave as much feedback and, responded to as many questions as all the questions I think that came up. And some people even messaged me on Instagram. And that was just really cool to see all the feedback that everybody showed to me. So thank you for that. And yeah, I learned a lot about the industry while I was there, and a lot about myself and kind of what I wanted in life. After a couple years, I was like, I don't want to be doing this specifically for the next 15 to 20 years. So on top of that, the guy that started the firm that I was working at, he started this in his mid-30s, the company, in his basement pretty much. And he built it to what it had become at that point. And that was a bit of an inspiration for me. I was like, well, this is a perfect chance, perfect time. There's never going to be a perfect time, but this was the time to take that risk and build something on my own. So that's what I ended up doing. I left in February of 2025, and now it's April of 2026. And I left that chapter of my life to venture onto something that was more creative. I had always had a creative streak ever since I was in high school. Loved working on websites and Photoshop, and I was a big map guy growing up. So I absolutely love maps and creating maps, drawing maps, and navigation is one of my strong suits. So a lot of this past year really has been trying to figure out, with the variety of experiences that I've had, different jobs that I've had, and the different opportunities that have come my way, how to combine them into a career that I can build for myself. And here's just I had to go back the list. Well, first of all, there was two things that I wanted in whatever path that I was going to be taking. The first thing is that I wanted autonomy, specifically time and project autonomy. So I wanted to be able to build my life around the things that I'm already doing in my regular life and around the projects that I wanted to work on. And then the project autonomy, the one, I didn't want to have to be forced to take jobs or projects that I didn't want to work on. So those two things were super important to me. And so my past resume includes a brief stint at a consumer product goods company. I worked in automotive sales. I had a very short time at Best Buy for maybe about 4 months during the crazy holiday shopping period. I've worked in private jet charter sales. I started my own company doing mostly graphic design, but also some photography and other creative services. And one of my biggest clients is working alongside ESPN. I've worked with them for over a decade, providing some graphics for them. I'm also a licensed Part 107 remote pilot, so a drone pilot essentially. And I've done various photo shoots, some video. I've done a couple of weddings, and a lot of freelance stuff. And so trying to figure out, with my skill set as well as my past work experience and my love for, the aviation industry was really cool. Love automotive, and I love traveling and, destinations. How can I put that into something that works for me? What I came up with was a solopreneur agency that crafts visual branding and cinematic content for industries that I'm familiar with. So aviation, automotive, and destination brands. So I'm giving myself 2 years to do this, to make it a viable option. And I have projects that are, happening along the way, but I have around 11 months to go before I hang it up and find something else. But I really, really, really am pushing to work for myself and make it happen. So I'm going to bring you all along with me on the process. And, I'm going to be working hard, be super scrappy for business. And, hopefully there'll be some wins that I'll be able to share with you all. So thank you, first of all, a big thank you to the 800 or so of you that have been watching my content over the years. Really, really appreciate that. I know in this age of YouTube, you've got people that have got millions of followers or hundreds of thousands. So 800 is not a big number, but I mean, how many people actually know 800 people, and then those people are actually watching your content. So that really, really means a lot to me. No matter, it may not be a big number to some, but it's huge to me. So thank you so much for that. Some of the content that you'll see in the future, just so that you're aware of, it'll be a mix of things, because my background is varied. So focus around those industries: aviation, automotive, and destinations, but mostly on the creative side. So think about visual identity breakdowns, my process for building visual identities from scratch. So font selection, color hierarchy, the icons that you would use to put logos together. I really, really enjoy logo design. How to combine photo and video with that creative process. So a lot of times, identity design isn't created in a vacuum. Usually you combine the visuals, the actual assets that make up said industry. So let's say, for example, if we're doing a redesign of a car company, a car brand, usually you take some images of the vehicle, maybe the production process or the production line. You could have some nature images if the logos are going to be derived from nature. You would have some images that go along with that, maybe like a winding road or a forest or a mountain or something like that, to designate strength or fluidity or organic nature, the focus, the core values of the brand. So visuals go along with the actual identity design, and putting them together can be tricky if you don't know what you're looking for. The cornerstones of building a creative business, like I said, I've been doing this for over a decade. Drone basics and some techniques if you're interested in being a remote pilot, what it's like living in Miami as a creative, and then just random stuff here and there. There's 800 of y'all, so I mean, clearly y'all been liking the stuff that I've been putting out so far. That's all I really have. I just wanted to do a recap video and an update on kind of what's going on and where I am right now. Like I said, really appreciate y'all being here. Let me know if there are any topics in particular that you want me to discuss regarding this kind of new focus on what I'm doing now. Yeah, anything like that, leave it in the comment section. As you know, I will respond to most of them, if not all of them. And that's all I have right now. Be on the lookout for some more content. Really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.